Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs and cats of all ages, to Surviving the Aftermath. This is a city building, base building, resource management game, but it's post apocalyptic. There's a nice little nuclear reactor over there, city, and apparently that's not going to be our town. I've played this game before, but they have made some updates and changes to it. Hopefully it's a lot better than it used to be, but we'll find out. Let's get going here. We don't need no tutorials in this game. This is your difficulty slider, if you will. You can make it as difficult as you want. We're just going to go with number 2. I'm not doing crazy nuts. It's hard. This is kind of... catastrophes are... Well, we'll get into catastrophes later. They're more of an annoyance than anything. So let's go ahead and go. Time to rebuild. This is not as hard. Like, if you start with this, it's not as hard as you think. It's not as hard as you think it would be. It's just more, you're going to spend more time in your opening area. So we're going to go with everyone scrounge together what they could. I'll talk about this when we get to that point. Now these are new. Chaotic Misfit, Visionary. I don't know if Visionary Architect was. They're not. I'm pretty sure Hardy Survivalist was there. But we're going to go ahead and do Hardy Survivalist. And suffering can't be avoided. Tough road to walk. Few challenges can be expected. Let's go with tough road to walk. They have made a change here. They used to give you 3 specialists to start with. I'm going to give you 2. Every one of your specialists here, they're broken up into 3 categories. The 3 or 4. Scavenger, fighter, scientist, and scout. So scouts, they can move pretty quick and go around. They can do a little bit of scavenging. Scientists, obviously, you want them to do science. Fighters, you want them fighting. Scavengers are really going out on the world map and doing some stuff for you. Let's go ahead and take Kate and Jen. And let's continue. Well, they may have updated the game, but they haven't updated their symbols. Now, we are not going to be like some Chinese propaganda communist. I mean, look, that's just pure communist propaganda there. There's another communist propaganda. If that's not an iron and sickle, I don't know what that is. We're not going to be some druidic weird circle falling in on itself. No tree of life here. Yeah, that's even though it's like liberty, but it doesn't really look like a liberty. Like we would think about this. It looks like more propaganda nonsense. This is kind of cool, but we're not gonna play as Cobra Kai. Let's go ahead and do the Wheels of Progress. There. I'm not even gonna change the backgrounds because the backgrounds are just bland, very bland. Yeah, we'll just choose red. There you go. And of course we need to change this. B-Town. There you go. Colony motto. Let's see if they've added any clever mottos. Nope, doesn't look like it. These were the same mottos that they. If you're gonna update your game, update your mottos. I think that would be good. Add about 24 of them in there instead of the ones that you have. Rebuild and prosper. Let's do that. Since we do have the Wheel of Progress. If you want to go ahead and change any of these, you just click on one of the areas up here. I'll take you back to the screen. You can change that off. Go get started here. Now, I can't give you a map seed because the game itself, the maps are randomly generated, which I think is a pretty neat concept. So, whatever map you come up with is you can replay the game as many times as you want, get a different map every time. Pretty neat. But that means you can't share the same map as your friends. Unless you, save the game and then give them the save game file, I guess. A little cutscene there. And we're, of course, going to have to do this immediately. let's see what we are working with. We have no water. Oh, we do have some water. Take that back. Oh, a big lake here. Nice. Okay. That and that. I need to turn the game volume down. Give me a moment, please. Okay, that's a little bit better. Hopefully it's not too loud. Sometimes games, they come in on a good strong note and they stay at a good strong note the whole time with their music. All right, we are paused. So let's take a look at the map itself. The immediate change that I can see right now is that you've got this guy here, and then you used to get all three of your specialists. You take your specialists and go around the map and look for places to settle out, but now we're limited to this area right here. See this border right here? This fog of war? You could have a guy. You could have a guy or a girl. It doesn't matter, a guy or a girl. Or we don't have any pets, so we can't put a pet here. You could have them standing right here, and they're like, "What's on the other? What's out there?" You know? And the other guy says, "Nothing." What do you mean nothing? It's black. I can't see anything. That's not true. Give me them binoculars. Well, you're right, John. Can't see a damn thing. No. So that is the silly fog of war that you can't see. But here's something even funnier. You can still see what's out here. Like we can still see that there's lakes over here, right? I mean, if you're gonna have fog of war, make it real fog of war, not like this. Yeah, here's the other one. These are the overlays. You can still see soil fertility and pollution. Yeah. So this is a silly mechanic. There's a way to get around this, but not around it. There's a way to reveal it, rather. You have to build guard towers or something like that. And yeah, that's the only way to reveal it. We are in a really tough spot. Yeah, I mean, it's not hard. Here. Alright. Looks like this is very fertile land. You can always tell fertile land, it's greener. And this is still usable. And then you have land over here like this. You can't really farm on this stuff. Okay, so yeah, let's go back to the interface here. This is your standard survival game where you got firewood, parts, metal. This is just your inventory. These are your specialist columns right here. Get up to 10. That's not true. You can get more than 10, but you make them into other things. So you get 10 active ones. And then we have this game speed right here. And the day. And this is a alarm. So they run for cover. Some statistics. This is the research. We're not into that yet. So, and then we have the overlays, and the really couple of overlays that I use are soil fertility and pollution. So you can see where pollution is on the map. So you don't want to build around that area unless you have to. Now we did play on a map that doesn't have a lot of pollution, but you know it's still annoying, and you still gotta clean it up because it's a horrible mess. Yes. Well, living beings, blah blah blah, energy, water, resources. This is kind of handy if you're looking for a specific resource. You have your buildings, but I only really use 2 of them. So your city center. Oh yeah, here's our build menu right here, and we get some free buildings now. Tents are free, so you have 2 free ones. Food storage and stockpile is free. We've got fishing piers, trappers, storage, logging camps, foresters, tool shops, medical tents, and some decor. So, where do you want to start? Well, normally I would scout out a bit and try to find a nice spot, but that is not possible. That looks like some pretty brackish water to me. I don't want to drink out of that or fish out of it. Who knows what's in there? Some mutated alligators, probably. So we are going to need to put a city center down. What I normally like to do is put the city center down in a non-fertile area, which is usually these red areas, but we've got some pretty decent luck here. We could put the city center over here, but that's kind of far away. Well, you know, that's not a bad idea. I would like to work over this way. There's a bunch of lakes over here. Yes. This would be kind of nice to work this land over here. Make a nice couple fishing docks around here. Some big forestry. Do some big forestry stuff over here. Problem is there is some radiation. I think it was right over here. Anyways, so where am I going to put the city center? I don't want to put it anywhere over here. That's just ugly. So I think we're just going to maybe right over here. I think this is a good spot. The problem with your city center oh, we don't want to put it there. There's pollution. The problem with your city center is it's once you put it down, you can't move it. And the other big issue that I have with this game already, I'm going to tell you, can't build any dirt roads. Can't put any roads down to grid things out to where you want them until your settlers appear, which is kind of silly to me. I guess we're just going to put it down right about here. Something like this. Let's move it over just a pair. You know what? Why don't we just go right off of the center of this and put it right there. We go, just like that. Pause the game, unpause the game, and here goes our little guy. He's going to run over here. And through the power of magic, he is going to build this lickety-split. Like real fast. Gonna hit a hammer a few times. Then he's gonna disappear. So he got transported back up to the Starship Enterprise. And now we're left with our city center. Now, the campsite, see that little thing that's kicking out of it there, like that? This will eventually reveal all this area. So everything over here will eventually get revealed through the magic of their scanning devices that they have aboard the Starship Enterprise. And then we can see all this. Otherwise, we'll have to build some stuff to get it. And we start off with some basic resources. This is what I was talking about in the early game. You start off with 65 planks, 60, 55, 20, 20, 10, 10, some meds, and that's about it. If you start off with less, it just means you're going to be spending more time in here trying to gather the resources before you go out there. So it's really not that much harder. It's just a few more days that you're here. That's really it. Let's go ahead and click on this and invite the colonists. That'll shoot up a flare from the guy who doesn't exist here. There's our little logo. That's nice. Okay, anytime now. There we go. There's our inhabitants. Prompted by the signal fire, the rest of your group arrives at the paired campsite. Despite all the hardship, it's time to rebuild and turn this place into a home. Yay. Go us. Let's take the pause again. Now, we did start out with a bunch of stuff, so we get to do stuff with our stuff. Here's our specialists. You can see they cannot walk out here. That is the silliest and stupidest, most mechanic I've ever seen in my entire life. But that is the hand we've been dealt, so deal with it we shall. First thing I want to do is I want to clear everything out of this area, and I want to use my specialists to do that and not the colonists. Reason why is I don't want to get close to the pollution, which will get them sick, which will cause them to have to take medicine, and we don't want to do that early game. So we've got some concrete, planks, some berries, some planks, some concrete, and there's some metal, concrete ruins, plastic, and planks. Now, think about it, this wasn't the best spot, was it? No, it was. Oh, it'll be fine. Okay, well, these are all set up kind of nice. Plastic, metal, and concrete. Yeah, this will make a good industrial sector. But I really kind of want to get over in this area and do some work over here. But that's going to be a long time away. What do we have over here? Just a bunch of scrubbery. It's not really that great land, so yeah, we'll have to do something about that. Yeah. Got some meteor impacts. Can't build around these. You have to, well, you have to actually build around. You have to build like around them. You know, so you have a big plot of land that's unusable. Okay, so let's get started. So how do we get started and what should we do? Well, if I remember this game correctly, there are resources on the map in the early game which are absolutely essential. Those would be planks. Those would be metal. Plastic, yeah, you're going to need plastic. But metal, you need to start saving that up right now and get this into like, you know, 300-400. And then planks, early game, very important. Not as important late game, but still important. Concrete will also turn into that as well. Don't exclude these. These are all important, but metal, getting this going as fast as you can, very important, but getting your planks, very important as well. Research is done a little bit differently. You do research on the world map. Though here's the world map. We can't really do anything with the world map because we have to build the gate. But you get some science points. They give you one on every map. A little bit of food there, a little bit of plastic there, and then you have to scout out the rest of this and reveal the map. Which it's a big map. Look at the size of this thing. It's huge. So there's a lot of goodies on these maps to be had. All right. So how are we going to start? First things first, always build roads. Just like that. Well, you don't have to build them just like that, but build that to the gate. Then what I'd like to do is kind of take a look and see where the cliffs are. Cliffs or water. Sometimes you get a lake or not a lake. Well, I mean, I suppose it's possible to have a lake out here. Sometimes you get rivers out here. And so what I like to do is see the area where it's possible I could build a road on the backside. So something about like this works for me. And I want that straight across as far as we can go. But we can't see over here because our magic scanner device hasn't picked it up yet on the scanning device. We're going to go ahead and do this. Really? It's really? Okay. And then we'll do that. And we shall do this. Roads don't cost you anything to build. So build plenty of them. They do increase the travel speed of your folks. Make sure you do that. Do not build roads in areas that you don't want the forest to cut down, because they will cut down the forest. Speaking of food, let's take a look at the soil fertility. So we have some really, really good soil over here. And we have some really good soil over here. And some okay soil, decent soil. I think I'm going to be using this for things and stuff. This is pretty good soil as well. Crop growing soil. Building it in the yellow, if you build it in the yellow if you have to. It's not a big deal. You just don't grow as much. You know, it's not as good soil. Crops aren't as well fed. And that's just the way it is. So, this is yellow, which is, it's okay. It will work for what we want to do. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna keep this display up for a few minutes while I plan out the food. We're gonna build a fishing pier now. When you're building fishing piers, of course, you have the area of effect. You know, it needs to be on the shore, obviously. So let's take a look and see what this is. Oop, we got to spin that around that way. So this is the area of effect. We're going to get 72% efficiency, 80% efficiency. And then obviously if we put it over here, we get lower efficiency. So we're going to want to cover as much ground as we can. So something like 70. When you build it there, you just an 80. I'm not going to split hairs and try to get every single drop out that I can. That looks like a great spot for it. Now, we just did murderify a whole bunch of trees, but that's just the way it's going to have to be. And we're not going to get those trees ever back, so build this road like that. There goes some certification, more trees. We're going to have to plant some trees as well. Yeah. And the next thing I want to build is... I would like to build a forester, but they had this... I don't know what Paradox is thinking. Or the developers of the game. I'm going to call it Paradox because they're the ones who's promoting the who are promoting the game. Why can't I build a forester right now? Oh, you've got to build the gate. What does the gate have to do with building a forester? Just tell me that. Tell me why I have to build a gate in order to build a forester. And nothing to do with anything. Yeah. They don't make very good decisions, I don't think. The developers are like, this is a great mechanic. You can't plant trees unless you have a gate. Uh-huh. Alrighty then. So, well, having said that, we need a lumberyard. And we need a lumberyard now, not later. We're going to put this lumberyard right here. Well, let me future plan a little bit here. Where do I want the lumberyard? Well, I'm going to be growing trees here. Lots of trees. Big swath of trees. So it's going to be... Or maybe I want to grow the trees here. No. I would really like to grow the trees here. But that's a little too far because it's unexplored. The magical Star Trek Enterprise has not beamed down and shown us where we can drill. So let's do a forester right here for now. And let's grab the next building that we absolutely need. Is going to be a trapper. A trapper gets animals by, you know, trapping them. That's just what they do. And we're going to put that right over here. Oh. Now, unfortunately, and I do mean unfortunately, we're not going to be making a lot of meat from animals because we don't have really good forests around us at the moment. And we can't do this area because there's pollution up here. So we are going to have to do this area until we can get this up and growing. Or this up and growing. One of the two. But this is good enough for now. And unfortunately, we're going to have to murder some more trees. Like that. Okay. That looks pretty good. Let's go back to our normal display. Yeah, see that pollution. We don't want to grow anywhere near that thing. This is a pretty good area to grow a forest in. And that is as well. But it's a little bit far away. And I don't know. We could do another forestry lodge thingamajobber over there. I don't really like doing them in between the areas. I like to build buildings inside of here. Okay, that looks good. So we want to go ahead and get this lumberyard up. Also, we want a scrapper. Now, you don't have to put the buildings that you're going to be building right beside the materials. But here's the scrapper. It's right by it anyway. So we may as well put it here. This game has something called work areas, which is a pretty neat concept, I think. I'm going to put that one right here. And I'll show you work areas in a minute. We'll need a recycler to take care of the plastic. Where shall we put the recycler? Maybe here? Yeah. Again, cutting down trees that we're not going to get any benefit from. But... there we go. Let's unpause the game and let the colonists get to work. I will put this on medium speed. And there goes our specialists. They're going to go pick up the planks and drop them off in the city center. You can see they're getting to work on building right away. Okay, insufficient resources for lumberyard. There's plenty of resources. That requires planks. We've got plenty of planks. There we go. Our first building is built. That is the scrapper. So I was talking about the work areas. You can have work areas all over the place. Look at that. Pretty cool little feature. I like. And I'm just going to put it right there. Just like that. You can make them as big as you want or as small as you want. There we go. There's the recycler. You can see it's already in the area of effect. But I'm just going to go ahead and do that. There you go. Planks have been all picked up off the map. Yeah, I want you to get that concrete. Yeah, get that concrete. Now, here is our forester, our lumber yard. And we want to be careful what we cut down, because once we cut it down, well, it's gone. It's gone. So we want to be careful what we're cutting. We don't want to cut these trees down over here, because we're going to do some trapping. There's our trapper. And here's our work area. Not very good over here. 19%. 17. This is 30. 29. That's 23. So, yeah, not very great right now. But, you know, it has to do with their efficiency. That's why you need to build a place for the animals to go. Animals like forests. Man, I would like forests too if I was an animal. So, let's see. Where's a good spot? Let's just do this area for now. It's okay. It's 29. So, we're going to get a little food out of this. It's not going to be a lot. We'll just do that right there. Which means our lumber yard, we do not want them to cut down any of these trees. We just want to designate an area for them to cut down. And I'd like them to cut down all of these trees so I can move this away. There is some pollution over there, but hopefully the colonists, who am I kidding? I was going to say, hopefully our colonists aren't stupid enough to go next to the pollution, but they're colonists, they're stupid. People will automatically, yeah, there's a trapper. Efficiency too low. How about here? There we go. 30%, 30% works. And there we go. We got our fishing guy going on. 80% efficiency. So we are catching some fish, and we're getting some food in. 10 colonists are homeless, you don't say. Yeah, we need to make them some homes, but I don't want to build any houses over here or over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to build all the houses. Oh, yes. We have water. Water's another thing we have to think about. Yeah. Now, there's a building you can build to get water. That is going to be the water collector. I think this thing is crap. I think this is bad. I think it's terrible. The reason why, it takes a person to utilize it. Whereas if you build a water well, it's passive. And you don't need to have a person gathering water. So, again, water production over here, you look for something with decent efficiency. 9, we want to try to get that big magic 10. I know it's possible over here. Now, you cannot put water wells on barren soil. I mean, obviously, it's barren. So I want to try, I like to put these wells somewhere. Oh, we can't see over here because our magical eyeballs haven't gotten over here. This is high efficiency. Now, if you can't get a 10, don't worry about it. Just build several of them. Now, here's another little trick. We can get water over here. So I'm going to put a water well right here. Actually, can we go right here? Yes, we can. Put one right there. I'm going to build 2 of these. Now, they'll be like, oh, I got to get number 10. I got to have 10. And don't worry about that. Just get the best you can. There's 8. Okay, 7. These are all 7s, 8s. Nothing over here looks good, so let's just build it right over here. There's 7. There's an 8 right there. Boom! We got 2 water wells up and operational. This does take planks, it takes concrete, and it takes plastic. They're not large investments. And this is how stupid your colonists are. They build the one that produces less first. Yep. Morons. A lot of them. Let's clear this out. There's the scrapper. Getting the scraps. There's the recycler. Recycling. All right, let's go ahead and get there. There, they're all sleeping on the ground right now. Yeah, we need to get them a place to sleep, so we're just going to build them right here. Now, when you first start, and this is true in the original version, don't worry about these buildings. Don't ever think of these tents as your permanent dwellings for these folks. These are temporary at best. And we're just gonna slap some more down here. And these will be for future people that come in. There you go. Like that. Build a road here. And we'll build a road here. There we go. There we go. We got 8 water positive. So we're going to be starting to store water. And like I said, you start off with a decent amount of resources. Even if you put it on the real hard mode, it just means you're going to be spending more time in your settlement collecting resources before before you can do anything. So getting out in the wild world, it's just 4 or 5 more days. That's it. All right, resources, baby. Food can come later. Food. Oh, let's get our other free building up. Yeah, here's the buildings, the scout towers. You have to build those. Food stores. This is free. They're going to give this to you for free, so heck, why not? So this is where you store your food. I'm going to put this right here. It's free. It's almost an instant build. Stockpiles are also free. I like to put stockpiles, of course, next to where you're collecting resources. It only makes sense. Let's put another one down. These do cost you 4. There you go. Just like that. And we're clearing the map pretty well. These also come with work areas. So you can move this work area and have your colonists gather food on the map. I don't want to do that now. The reason why, I want these roads built. I want buildings built. They got 2 colonists there. We got that done. Now the other building that we are definitely and must have to have is going to be a medical tent. Let's put the medical tent right here on this road here. And like I said, always think about this entire setup early game, except for stuff like your fishing pier and your trapper to be temporary. And let's grab wood. How's the radar coming? Zoom, zoom. They even got a radar sound. Hear that? Scanning for hostiles. There are hostiles in the game. Get those concretes. Good, our medical tent is done. And it will take you a few days to get up and off your feet. I would actually prefer you to help build roads right now. You can go ahead and build some roads. We have plenty of food on the map to work with. What else? Do we have any other resources except food? Yes, grab this concrete. And there are more resources scattered out throughout the map. We just need to uncover them. We won't be able to uncover them. There they go, getting the roads done. Very important, get your roads done. We are colonists, travel faster, get the job done quicker. Don't know how they got radiated. Your colonists are stupid. They do dumb stuff. Are there any yeah, the only pollution we have is right here. Not a little bit over here, but they should use the road we've provided to stay away from this stuff. Nothing over here, so we're in decent shape. Oh, the other thing we need to build. Where are we going to put them? Right over here. This looks like a good spot. Let's get these guys to work first. Clear out this concrete ruin. Hopefully we find some more wood or more planks. The other thing we need to build is some outhouses. Our folks need to go poo. And I don't want to build them. Well, we could build them. You know what? Let's build them right over here. Let's see. Right over here. Let's build 3. I'm going to build them like this. 4 of them. There you go. I'm not going to bother building a road. These don't take very many resources. Some planks. This allows them to use the bathroom, wash up, freshen up, clear up. You know, give me some more concrete. We are down to 35 food. However, I'll have our specialists clean up. And once their colonists are done with the road, we'll send them back to working the fishing dock and hunting. Another big area we can't use. There they go. See, they're using the bathroom there. They get positive. Allows them to wash off and relieve themselves. The fishery has been damaged. Tell them to put out the fire. That's fine. They have to do a little repair job on that. It's going to cost us some planks. As you can see, we're going to be using planks up quite a bit. This thing will, if they don't come over here and fix this, this thing will eventually burn down. There we go. That's all done. Excellent. Start gathering those berries. There they go. It's actually going pretty well here. All right, this looks pretty good. They got most of the roads done. In fact, they got all the roads done. Let's go get 2 fishermen and do... Yeah, we're not going to get any food from trapping right now, so... Yeah, that's a thing. We don't have a lot of critters here. How far is this going to go? It's going to go a little bit. So hopefully we can see more stuff for our guys to gather. And I want to load up on food before I build the gate. We have the resources to build the gate right now, but we don't have enough food. Because what's going to happen as soon as we build the gate, it's an auto event that as soon as you build the gate, you're going to get your first bit of colonists. Well, I guess, yeah, more colonists will want to join you because, you know, you have shelter and stuff, so they'll want to come along and say, hey, can we join? And if you don't have enough food, if you don't have enough housing for them, then they'll die and the world will be a bad place because you don't, bad things happen. Then you got to build more buildings and such. Yeah, I think I know what I'm going to do over in this area. Oh, look at that. It's nice and green over there. We could put a forestry center over there. I really want to work this fishing area. This looks like a fantastic area just to work, but also build housing and such. Berries are done. Let's grab the next bit. First part of the game, not very exciting as far as building is concerned. Maybe they walked by that pollution over there. Let's go ahead and clear out these trees. Yep, clear those out. A colonist has an idea. We can give her some fiber to see if she can make some clothing. And we got some free clothing. Very good. Unfortunately, that really doesn't do anything for us except for give us more clothing, which is kind of weird to me. Some more berries. More berries. I want about 120, 200 food before we open the game up. Well, let's go to very fast speed. No reason to be slow right now. Colonists got infected because, for some reason. Also, you do have to clean these things out. They must be cleaned out or people get contamination. Still got ways to go. Show me the rest of the map, please. I think your colonists or your specialists can carry 12 pounds of stuff. I don't remember the number. There you go. Both those are done. There is some more food over here. Grab that. You can see it kind of slowly starting to reveal. Slowly. Oh, no, big old lake over here. Is that the sound effect for unknown area? Yeah. Huh. There we go. And we get some falling meteors. And repair. 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 And repair. There we go. Not finding any more resources that are close by. Well, that's fine. We shall make do with what we have. Also, it helps that we can get rid of those things too. Be able to build roads, because you can't build on top of the resources. It won't let the game will not let you destroy resources for some reason. Not sure why. Iodine pills are the ones that will take care of radiation. And infection, you need either medicine or antibiotics, I believe. Medicine might be for breaks and broken arms and stuff. I don't remember. But I know iodine pills. You know. 74. Injury. Got an injury. What? What is breaking? Who knows? You want about one carrier per 10 people. That's about what I found to be. You know, one per 10 to 20. That's what I find to be good-ish. And if you need something done real quickly, just make a lot of people stop working. There we go. Last one of those. Ah, more berries. Ah, more wood. Grab. Oh, we got some more stuff. Some plastic. I don't want plastic. I want metal. We're almost out of metal. Let me tell you, metal goes fast. More plastic, which we don't need. Give me those metal deposits. Riley was born. They got those picked up pretty quick. No, I don't want to go to the world map. You grab. Where did I see those berries? Ah, here we go. Yep, there you go. Okay, I think we've got enough starting resources. I would like... Oh, there's some planks. Good. Now, unfortunately, they will not let you explore. Here's another dumb idea. Oh, you got to build the gate. What does the scout tower have to do with the gate? Well, you just have to build the gate before you build the scout tower. Why? Because them are the rules that I just made up. Okay. Let's go ahead and build the gate. And then we'll have to build a little friend has been lost. Bring her home. Let's search for the cat. Yay. We got some injuries. That's fine. Everybody's happy because we found a cat. I'm not opposed to finding cats. I think I'm going to cut down these trees. Yeah, we're just going to cut these trees down. Let's cut down these first. Yeah, let's cut those down. Unfortunately, the only thing we're getting right now is fish, which is not great. Trapping is the best. And a pandemic is our first first thing. Here's what's going to happen on a pandemic. People are going to get sick. They're going to go to the doctor. We only have 2 slots available in the medical tent. Here's what's going to happen. People are going to die. That's just going to happen. That's just the reality of the game. Like, why are all these colonists dying? Well, it's pandemics. That's probably the worst one that we could get in the early game, is the pandemic. Because we have really no means by which to help these folks. We don't have the medicine. There they go. Alright, just because you can go into the New World doesn't mean you should. Always want to make sure that your colony is ready to go into the... Oh! We get a fighter. Nice. 8 adults, 4 children. They're bringing some tools, clothing, medical supplies, and candy bars for food. We will accept them as part of the colony. I'm going to slow the game down. So we have completed the gate now. We now have 8 people that need work. And unfortunately, again, we have no... Oh, this is horrible. We have no area that we can do some... I mean, we could technically go over here. So what we want to build and build right away... Oh, before we do that... Yeah, we got 2 fisher people. And we don't want to do any trapping over here. I mean, we could 50%. Yeah, let's do that. Move this over here. I hesitate because there's pollution there. Let's add 2 people. Militia on the move. These are quests that pop up every now and again. Doomsday militias don't mess with the Doomsday militia, Keep yourself on now on march, taking various targets like power plants and military bases. But the right kind of man to take. This quest. I played around with this a little bit. This quest is a pain in the butt, so we're not going to do it. The rewards are not worth the expense. We have no shelter space. What's your problem? 5 colonists are homeless. Alright, we need to build some more tents. Tent. We're going to go ahead and build another medical tent. Let's put it right over here. Like that. And we're going to build. Here comes the pandemic. This is going to happen. We're going to build a forester over here. Just like this. Right here, I think. Right there. So people are going to get sick. We do not have enough medicine to cure everybody, so people will die. That is just going to happen. Let's get rid of these berries. That's valuable space. They do drink more water. Darn it. Yeah, get rid of these berries. So we should probably build another water well. Maybe over here. Build one up in here. Something like that. Yeah, right there. Let's build another water well. Something like this. There's pollution over here. Where's the pollution? It was over here. So we could build it right there. Probably grab it here. There we go. That's fine. Now that we can see further out, grab this road. Grab this road. Yeah, people will die. There's just nothing we can do about it. Nothing can be done. We don't have enough medicine to cure everybody. That's just the way it is. Okay, there's a dock. Much as I would like to cure everyone, it's just not possible. Alright. Doesn't look like there's any more resources on the map for our specialists to grab. I think there was some more food over here. Yep, that's it. We've got everything that we can grab. So we're going to send them to the world map. And they are out in the world. And we can have them go do stuff. First thing we want to do is send our scientist over to get research. Makes a lot of sense. Then we'll send Jin to do some scouting. What I'd like to do is I'd like to find a space where I can scout 2 things at once. So this corner should be working. She's ran out of action points, so she can't see anything. We got our fighter here, so we may as well send him right over here. Let's scout this out. And there we go. We discovered some more resources. And his action points are done, so I'm just going to leave him right here. And let's keep on going. They're going to get infected. They're going to get sick. It's, there we go. Died of thirst, huh? Well, the pandemic's over with, but it's still actually going on. So now we have a whole bunch of people who died. This is going to happen. Don't get mad. What you need to do now is build a burial pit. That's right. What you do with the bodies, you chuck them in a pit. Right there. I don't want it right here. I want it over here. The specialists are ready. We're going to put it right here because I can't put it any further out. That's as close as we can do. Colonist is poisoned. Take the risk or slow and steady. Slow and steady. There you go. The specialists are ready for action. We've got 250 science points. Take our scout. And what we are looking for, especially in the early game, isn't resources. We're looking for science. Okay, you can move here. Get some science. Good, more science. Excellent. No free carriers are left. That's because, well, we don't have any more. This building has no more resources in it, so we're going to kick them out. We don't have any more plastic laying around. Also, as soon as your gate gets built, somebody gets shoved into it, kick them out. It's not worth having them in there. This is done. 5 colonists are still infected, so we'll have to wait till they get cured of whatever ails them, which I don't know what. The forester's been built, so we could determine where we want to grow our forest. Now, I would have loved to use this area right here, and we still can, but not right now. Pollution. This area over here is going to be really good at some point, but right here, right now, in this time and place, this is a magnificent area for a forest. So we're going to plant right there, and they will plant trees in this area. And what I want to do, because it's nice and cleared out, we're going to define that area. This is the center. I want to build a road in the middle, and a road up top, a road down the middle. Just like that. Just like that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And the cool things about foresters is that you can build buildings on the side. You can also change the size of this thing. You can make this thing really big. You can make a huge area. But since we don't really have a huge area to work with, we'll just stick within this area that we've already figured out that we want to forest. Just like that. Forester will come along and plant all the trees. Now, they can't plant any in over here, so it'll be kind of a goofy looking forest. But hey, it'll be a nice forest that our trappers will be able to go and grab food from. Let's see, what else do we need to build? Oh yeah, once this shack is built, they will come over and chuck the bodies into the spot. The other thing we have to do, and we have to get started on this right away, is we need to start seeing what's out in the rest of the world, because our scanner has reached the edge of its scanning capability. Looks like there's some pollution over here. How you do that is you grab a scout tower, and we're going to put that like right here. You can see the area of effect that this has. So right there should be decent. Maybe over here. Nah, let's put it over here. I want to see what's over here. See if there are any resources over there. Our specialists are ready for action. Okay. What I would normally do is I would send her out and scout, but we already know where some research is. So we're going to go grab that immediately. There we go. And we're going to take this guy. Scout that one. And then next turn we can move him here and scout both of these. Then we have you. Okay. What? Did we have something built here that it destroyed? Oh, goody! Here's another event that absolutely makes no sense to me, but they added into the game. Now we're gonna have some more colonists get injured because reasons. Every now and again, your little bugs are gonna come out, and they're gonna start damaging stuff like so. This is one of those events I don't even bother like trying to defend against. Like, you know, it's just an annoying event. And we'll just repair. And repair. And repair. And repair. That's all you gotta do. It's not a big deal. Oh, he died? Oh well, too bad for you. There we go, we got our thingamajabber up and running. Anybody still sick? No. Demolish this. Ah. Repair and repair. You can see little sparks coming out. That means they need to be cleaned out. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna come over here. And a little more scouting. Ah, a car that we can't use for quite a while. Which way do we go now? I think we're just going to go into, like, right over here. Where's my fighter? Nothing much to be had. Big old pile of nothing much. Now, what we could do with the fighter is one of two things. We could send him inside of our town and have him hang out there, or we can take on these guys. These guys have resources in them, so I can't move over here and show you because the game won't let me select it. But he's got 50 logs. He's got 50 planks there. Not worth the fight right now. 10 science is not worth it. 18 tools is meh, kind of, sort of. 17 clothing. 20 science per day. There's 228 science in there. Okay. So that is that. That's how that works. So you're going to use your fighter to basically use your fighters to clear the map of odd things. So yeah, they're going to come fix this stuff. Repair that. You always want at least one carrier. Alright, we're just not going to fix this. Okay. There we go. And you can see here, this will be the range that they can see out to. And then I'll build another one over here. Oh, I deleted the wrong one. I was going to keep this one. Since we only have one carrier, not a lot of stuff is getting done. Oh, we can actually collect from here. And they're out of resources. Colonists dug up something. What have you found? A ding. Same shelter. Some improves though. Offers half as the colony. Take the metal. Always take the metal. There you go. Always take the metal. 8 metal may not seem like a lot, but it is a lot. Especially in the early game. Okay, Let's just keep going. We're going to use him as a scout for a while until we really need him. But it's really good to have a fighter. There we go. We found a town called Rackham. Okay. We won't be able to see past this. There's a big mountain range in the way, so let's head on over here. Just like that. There you can see already we're starting to plant some trees. And in about 30 cycles, this is going to be a fantastic forest. It's going to be awesome. It's awesome. Got some pollution. There is a way to deal with pollution. And right now we just cannot collect any resources because there are no resources to collect.